Today's video is about gym owners, how to convert sales in 2020. And now more than ever, it is extremely important to get your sales in order and to really convert those leads into paying customers. It seems like most of the year has gone by and nothing's happened. So if you'd like to be notified every time these videos go live and get some more education on making your business better, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And then also click that notify button so that you're notified every time a new video goes live. Well, it's no secret, gyms and personal training studios have been shuttered for a lot of the year. A lot of my clients really struggled, and half of them kind of gave up a little bit, and the other half thought about how can I reinvent myself so that I can still provide a service where I don't necessarily have to be there and in person. And that's where the whole virtual training, or distance training as I like to call it, came about. It's been around forever, but it became a necessity for a lot of business owners. A lot struggled with, well, what's this new format going to look like? And it wasn't just in the States. I mean, it was across the world. This pandemic has definitely made it difficult, but not impossible to maintain your business. So I want to give you some tips on how to increase your sales and make those conversions in 2020 so that you can really thrive while others might be curling up in a ball in a corner, almost quite literally, unfortunately. So how do you navigate a gut punch like this? Well, really, anytime a correction like this happens, and there's always been and always will be some sort of correction, whether it be a stock market, a pandemic, which we've never seen before, at least in my lifetime. We've seen that with the Spanish flu, I believe, years and years and years ago, at the turn of the century, of the last century. We knew something like this was going to happen because there's a cycle to it, but everybody forgets when there's good times that there's also bad times or opportunistic times. And any time that there's a challenge, there's always an opportunity, and it's an opportunity to stand out. In 2008, I started my fitness business, which was the height of the last recession. Who starts a new business, and especially in a competitive industry like fitness, in the height of the recession? And yet, in the second year of business, after, of course, almost going broke in the first 6 months, after I learned the sales techniques that I learned, I was able to quadruple my revenue in just 1 year, even in a recession. So there's always going to be challenges, but it's how you as a business owner rise above that challenge and come out ahead. When you see it as an opportunity, then it is definitely an opportunity. If you see it as a challenge and something that's not going to go away and it's going to be like, oh, so difficult, then it's going to be oh, so difficult. So here are my suggestions on coming out of 2020, really thriving and coming out ahead of your competition. First of all, you have to be unique and different. You can't be the same as the guy down the road, because the guy down the road or the gal down the road is probably struggling just like you are. And if you're both doing the same thing, you're both going to be struggling together. That's no fun. You want to dominate the marketplace. So what can you do that's unique and different? A lot of people have come up with a virtual training that is, using Zoom and talking to people like this and live oftentimes. But what can you do to make that unique and different from everybody else that's doing a live Zoom? How can you make that more interactive? Can you have participants play their own music? Can you get them to sign in with a exercise that they want to do, or everybody does a different exercise? Because now you have to create that community within this virtual environment. And that's what people kept coming to you and kept coming to me in my fitness business, was because of the community, because it was unique and different from every other community that was out there, or every other gym out there that just did workouts. We didn't just do workouts, we created that community. So what can you do in your business to be unique and different? I'd love to hear what you have to say. Just put some comments below. I do respond to all comments, so go ahead and do that, and let's see what you have to say. The second is, you have got to stay in contact with your prospects, your current clients, and even your old clients. Because now, if you have a virtual training or distance training program, now you have a new offering. And an offering that might be of interest to people that weren't interested in coming to your studio. It might have been too far, might not have been really convenient for them. Whatever the excuse may or may not have been, Now they can work out in the comfort of their own home and still have that community feel and get the great workouts that you provide. So why not reach out and stay in front of those prospects, old clients, and then of course your current clients, because you don't want to neglect them. Now, what's the best way? Well, everybody loves email, right? But nobody opens it. You know, you're in really good shape if you're getting above 20% open rate on your emails, even to a warm or even a hot list, current clients and what have you. You need to pick up the phone, whether it's just a check-in call. And for current clients, I recommend that you do that once a week, because if you're not seeing them in person, if they're coming in, maybe now that a lot of the gyms are now open, maybe they're only coming in once a week where they used to come in 3 times a week, and then you're still doing a little bit of hybrid virtual versus in person. You still need to keep that community going, and you still need to stay in front of them so that they don't find another solution, which there's plenty of other solutions out there, but there's only one you. And that's why it's so important to, 1, make it unique and different, and 2, stay in contact with your prospects, current clients, and old clients. You never know where they might be in this time, and that they might actually want to come and work out again. So in staying in contact with those prospects or current clients and what have you, I have a follow-up, follow-through process that I'd love to give you, and it's down below in the comment section. You can just click on the link and download that follow-up, follow-through process, and it's what I call how to have a full calendar on Monday morning. So just go ahead and download that. It's in the comments. You're going to really enjoy it. It gives you some scripting that you can do as well to convert some of the people that are on your list. It definitely takes picking up the phone and doing it. And the third really good tip to me seems, I don't know, like mandatory for every business, is to continually add value. What else can you do for your clients to add value to their day? Can you send them something from Amazon, or some other dropship company, like some bands, resistance bands? Can you send them a kettlebell? I mean, if they're in private training, why not send them some equipment? How about loan them some equipment that you have just sitting around in your gym because nobody's using it? Things like that are adding value to their day and making you unique and different and staying in contact with them. I mean, who doesn't love getting a package in the middle of the week? That's why I shop on online stores, so I can get packages. So those are my 3 tips to keeping 2020 and converting more sales. Is number 1, be unique and different. Don't be the same as everybody else. Nothing infuriates me more than hearing somebody say, well, the industry does it this way, so I have to do it this way. No, you don't have to do it this way. You can be unique and different and try something completely different. And that's going to make you stand out. You want to be the red ball in the blue ocean. The second is that you have got to stay in contact with your old clients, your existing clients, and your prospects. That means picking up the phone and making some phone calls. And maybe all you're doing is leaving voicemail messages, but it's that touch that really does matter. And the third, and probably the most important, is always add value. You want to make sure that you are giving more than you're receiving in terms of the perceived value of what you're doing for people. This is going to make you stand out in the marketplace. When you're unique and different, you're staying in contact with people, and you're adding value each and every day. So I beg you, take some of these tips, implement in your business, and let me know how it works out for you. I want you to be successful for the rest of 2020 and lay up 2021 to be one of the best years of your life. Because, I mean, think about it. If 20, 30, 40% of the fitness businesses go out of business because of the pandemic, there's the same number of people in the world that need your services. That creates opportunity. And when you are above everybody else in terms of standing out, being unique and different, staying in contact with your old clients who may have gone to a gym they just closed. Who knows? Staying in contact with them. And then always adding value to their day, giving them workouts, giving them gifts, letting them borrow your equipment, anything that can add value to their day, then you are going to be poised for an amazing 2021. So I can't wait to hear more about your successes, and just make those comments below. Well, I hope this video has been helpful for you. and lay the groundwork for your 2021 success, converting more sales in 2020 so that you can lay up 2021 to be the best year of your business. So go ahead and like the video, share it out with your friends and family, make a comment below, and definitely subscribe to the channel. And of course, I always have some more videos that you can watch up here that might be just that thing that you need to push you over the edge. So until next time, you have a great day.